Using data to drive decisions does not guarantee success. It starts with data. It does not end with data. What ends up happening is casting, story, character arcs, execution, risk-taking, all of those pieces come together. Now, if House of Cards had been miscast or the cast did not gel together, likely might have had the same result. Data correlations that I'm seeing today can lead to fatigue in content, and I'll show you some of the examples in a moment. Netflix, House of Cards. So it's been widely reported in the press. Netflix looked at their heavy users, and they saw a correlation between two things. They saw a correlation between political content as well as Kevin Spacey. And what they did was go out, license some content that became House of Cards. They also threw $100 million at it, which doesn't hurt at all. Now let's contrast that a little bit with some of the other efforts that have been made in content creation, namely Amazon Studios. What Amazon did was they put a bunch of pilots in front of their Prime members and asked them to vote. Think of it as a crowdsourcing way of using data to figure out what were the best pilots that were then going to be made into series. Unfortunately, now I will say Amazon did have some success in this, Man in the High Castle as an example, but unfortunately it's also turned out things such as this. You have Alpha House, no disrespect to John Goodman, but it lasted 2 seasons, and Betas even lasted less than 1 season. And then finally, I think the most important point I can make here is that risk-taking is still important. And if you want to know the best example of risk-taking in content creation, I'll give you The Walking Dead. I defy anybody who is a data person or a data scientist to come up with an algorithm that would have predicted to me that a show about zombies would be carried 7 seasons in and be as successful as it is in the United States. In some instances, data cannot answer your questions. You have to believe in the content and believe in the product and just produce it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.